Hey guys, it's your boy, the real Chevy. As you guys can see, in the studio right now, putting in that work. But I'm really got something excited to bring to you guys. It's actually an extension, a web extension. It's called Zompz, and it coexists with Zillow, and is able to give you so much when it comes to just a free tool as far as maneuvering, looking for properties and all that. I'll explain more deeper in depth into it. So you guys stay tuned so I can show you guys what Zompz look like. Okay. All right, guys. So remember what I was telling you guys about was the whole Zompz situation as far as a web extension with Zillow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dive a little bit more in depth with it and just give you guys an understanding of really what Zompz is like. Because here's the cool part about Zompz. So Zompz, it goes along whether you have Apple or you have a Mac or you have a HP. It doesn't matter the computer that you have. As long as you're on the website, you could go to Zillow and you could actually install this thing. So the first thing that you want to do is you simply just want to go to Zompz.com. Once you go to Zompz.com, guys, here's how cool it is. You now get Google Chrome extension. Boom, just like that. Once you click on this button right here, what will happen now is that you'll be able to actually add it to your Google Chrome. Now from there, when you now go to Zillow, let me show you guys how cool this thing is, man. So when you go to Zillow, long as let me let this page load up so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Long as this thing load up, now Zompz is installed on your laptop on your web browser as a Chrome extension. You're now able to actually streamline property searches and get an analysis of what's going on more in depth when it comes to these properties. The other part to it is that it saves you time because you have everything right here, especially if you're a guy or girl that's starting out in real estate and you don't have the funds, you can give yourself an opportunity to utilize Zompz with Zillow to make a six-figure income. Even if it's five-figure, a big payday is going to be great, right? So now, let's just say I want to search. I could type in any city in this thing, man. So let's just say I want to go to Jacksonville, Florida. So Jacksonville, Florida. Let me reset the filters in here so this way you can see what it looks like. Apply. Boom. All right, there we go. So let's take off this map thing right here. Okay, so within the past year, let's see if it's been over a year since all of these things. Let's see how many sales happened in Jacksonville, Florida in the past 6 months. Let's see what it's looking like. The past 6 months, there's over 8,300 sales that's sold property in Jacksonville, Florida. Okay. Now, guys, here's the thing. Let's look at this property right here, Campanella Drive. So if we're looking at Campanella Drive and we're pulling up Campanella Drive, this property sold today for 100,000. That's phenomenal. Wow. What the listing look like? Discover the potential, 3 situated locations, shops. This property offers great opportunity for modernization. Oh wow, 100 grand, that's it. Oh yeah, I know somebody jump on it. Now, here's the cool part about it. So I have the property up. Now, all I have to do is just click on the ad. So now I've added this property to my comp, my property that I'm going to be comping. My next step is I'm now going to see what's the surrounding area look like for this property and what all properties have sold in the area. So I'm now going to go ahead and jump out of that. And I'm now going to just pull it up it's gonna dive deeper into this surrounding property particularly, which is pretty cool. Not doing it? Oh man, it's not doing it. Okay. All right. Campanella. Okay, let's just go to Zillow for let's go to Google and see where Campanella is at so we can narrow it down and really just search for it. So it's really over, it's Magnolia Gardens, Royal Terrace. So it's really over between those areas. Okay, so let's find Campanella now. All right, so it's over in this area. There it is right there. Boom. So I'm going to remove my boundaries. And what I'm doing is my property is, and I want to be able, let's do this. Let's even narrow it down even a little bit further. Let's do the past 90 days. See what property sold in the past 90 days. And I am now going to draw just around that surrounding area, hit apply, and I'm going to add these properties. So what I'm doing now is I'm adding these properties so I could do quick um a quick property comparison. And what I'm doing at the same time is I'm filtering out just for that particular area close to my subject property so I could really see what's the value of the property itself. So now I'm just going to click on this key button right here, and my subject property was right off of, which one was it? Was it the 4804? No, it was the 5019. So I now select my property, make it my target. So I now make it my target, right? And then I'm looking at apples to apples. This property was built in 1953. It have over 1,096 square feet. All of these properties are going to be in the same zip code, so that's good, right? But I'm looking now apples to apples as far as the year built and the size. So I wanna typically when I'm comping properties, I want to go 200 up and 200 down just to make sure I have a similar type of property itself. So I'm gonna remove this one. This one don't need to be in there. But all of these other ones I could definitely use for sure. Okay. So we have this property right here. And this one sold back in December, um, for 120,000. And then this property right here sold, um, back in October for 161,000. So potentially, guys, you know, the cool part about this is that potentially we can actually do some work to this property and improve it. That's why I said it's a potential for you to actually do what you want to do to the property. So now look at this. Here's a cool feature. Here's also another cool feature that Zompz has. They have a calculator. With the calculator, you as a wholesaler, real estate investor, you could easily narrow down what it would cost to actually put together an offer on this property. So as a wholesaler, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and I'm now saying potentially this property can sell for 160,000 potentially, right? And the square footage of the property, so I'm literally just inputting information in here. The square footage of the property is going to be right at 1,096 square feet. So let me push my calculator again. So 160,000. That's potential. That's the AR. That's the ARV of the property, and 1,100 square feet, right? And the property's in pretty good shape, so it's not really going to need that much work when it comes to as far as rehabbing the property. Understand, quick calculator. Somebody already bought this house. This is just for training purposes. If you're a guy or girl that's like, man, I don't have the cash, I don't know what I'm doing, but Zillow's right here at your fingertip for you to actually go ahead and really do your thing when it comes to Zompz, because you can now download Zompz for free, add it as a Chrome extension for Zillow. You can now open up Zillow, you can comp your properties, do everything right here with no problem at all. So it's saying, hey, if you're looking to do a wholesale deal for this property, you really need to pick it up around 74.5. And then you want to make a quick 10 grand, you could put it back out there for 84.5. Obviously, if somebody paid 100 grand for the property, they're more than likely, someone that's looking for their home for their family, and it's not an investor, right? Is it someone, a first-time home buyer? 9 out of 10 times, that's how it is. The other cool feature that I want to show you guys when it comes to Zompz as well is that Zompz also have this right here. So I'm going to take the maps off, and it have this price cuts. So with the price cuts, let me remove these. With the price cuts, what I'm looking for now is properties that's for sale in the area. So there's over 121 properties in the area with price cuts. And all I'm doing now is I'm just going to see as far as what this property look like. So this property look on the outside looks a little bit beat up, but on the inside it don't look bad at all. And I'm looking for agents' remarks. I'm looking for like the description. Don't miss out this one. Cute, 3 beds, 1 bath. Will conveniently located. Okay. Um, so it's been on the market though for 80 days, guys, and only have 245 views. So for a property like this, I definitely want to make an offer on it if I'm going after if I'm going direct to agents. I want to make an offer on something like this. And if we're looking at the price history, so it listed back in October for 91.9, and they dropped it 89,000, so like 2,900 price cut, 3 grand price cut, but it really need to be lower than 3 grand. It need to be significantly lower, right? So for something like this, I'm definitely gonna make an offer on something like this. The cool thing is you could save it in your Zillow, as long as you log in and you create an account and everything like that. Account is free on Zillow, guys. I'm telling you, you could use Zillow to run it up with no problem at all. So with Zompz, understand, guys, you have the calculator where you could calculate ARV. You have the map only, where you can now create your comp specific for the subject property and what's nearby it. And also at the same time, if you just want to broader search, you could go out to where you're searching for properties that have price cut, and really being able to just get a understanding as far as what is going on with these properties. This property been listed on Zillow for 80 days as well. They had over 3,200 views and still no offers on it. No pending, no nothing, right? And just understand, typically when a realtor lists a property, 9 out of 10 times, if it's under contract, it's going to say pending or whatever the case may be. So they listed the property back in October for 159.9, and now the property's at 119,000. So that's a 159 nine. What's that, like a 40,000? Yeah, $40,000 price cut. So they dropped this property $40,000, guys. So this is how powerful this tool is. When you notice where there's price cuts, when you notice where realtors are lowering the price on properties, the sellers are motivated and they want this thing going yesterday. So you have to make sure you take advantage of that. You see, I was saying a $4,000 price cut. That's not the case. It's really a $40,000 price cut. So this is something that you definitely want to go after. So I'm definitely going to save this as well. But that's really it, guys. Zompz is a great tool. It really give you a great advantage when it comes to having no cash, no credit. You don't need no realtor to buy real estate. In this particular scenario though, I'm just showing you guys how to maneuver and how to use the app. I hope this information was valuable. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button if you want more valuable information like this. And don't forget to share it and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, man. Come on over to the Real Chevy so you could build your 2025 business in real estate wholesaling. Let's go.